All right, everybody, we're live. Monday Night Tales from the Flipside, episode 267. We have more trailers are coming out. We're going to talk a little Spec. I don't talk Spec much on this thing, or we don't, I guess, as a group.
We do Spec?
Well, I just see it. So, we gotta talk about it. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, I'll tell you that. So we're going to talk about that. We got pickups, obviously. We got the market report that everybody's famous for. So let's get this going and we can rock this up. All right, everybody. Here we go. Let me go through the news real quick. And I guess we'll leave the Spec for the back end because I don't know how much. It won't be a main topic. Let's just put it that way. So we got Ahsoka trailer came out. I didn't watch this one. I'm a loser. What's up, John?
There's a lot of news out of Disney this week because of what's it, D23? Is that what it says?
Yeah, D23 announcements and stuff.
So seeing the cast they're on, they said it's Mads Mikkelsen. I can't ever get the name right.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah. That's not surprising, but it's nice news for a lot of people sitting on that book.
Yeah, I see a lot of people. I saw those come out more than anything in the last couple of weeks. Clone Wars, but it's still what, $2,000, $3,000, 9/8.
Yeah, roughly two.
Yeah,
I didn't look at them this week. I didn't see any. I checked Saturday, Sunday stuff for sale, so I didn't see any. But that stuff hit Saturday, so it could have all been flying sooner.
Yeah, or somebody just turned on an auction for this week or whatever to see, Yeah,
they probably got some auctions going. So probably next week I'll see them all.
Yeah,
and you also got people that probably raise their prices, and people that are like, well, I'm gonna wait for the first. As it gets closer, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a different opinion when the list.
I think the Spec cycle definitely changed over the years. I mean, we remember we always opening weekend, all this crazy stuff. Now it's like first trailer, and then everybody, maybe if it's good, the first weekend it comes out, and then it's gone.
I'm sorry, I got so distracted that this guy's handle is probably Trey's favorite one of all time.
Yes,
I love it.
Chitlin greens and cornbread. I love it.
Free cornbread here.
That's right.
We don't have much, but But no, it looked good. I hope it does well because the Star Wars kind of like TV series seems to be hanging in the balance of this one.
Correct. I didn't even watch Mando, the new season.
I'm waiting. I'm gonna try and get the kids riled up for one
power
fast
test.
Watch.
Yeah, cool.
But it's not must see TV. The first two runs was like I have to go. Now it was during COVID and there was a lot less to do.
Yeah.
But I can't rally the kids around it. They're not like, no, I gotta see it. They're like, it's not even water cooler stuff for them.
Yeah. Interesting. Well,
for them, we're like, I gotta watch it. They're gonna talk about it at school, and I need to know what's going on.
See, and that's a telling sign right there because my kid's younger, so he's not in school yet. So it's interesting. I don't get that millennial kind of younger kid kind of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like,
Yeah. What are the kids watching?
One Piece.
Oh, Roblox videos.
Well, one is watching One Piece, and the other one, the middle one, I don't know. Is only playing video games, and the oldest one is now old enough that he wants to watch the quote classic movies of or what I deem classics. Mm-hmm. So we're watching Pulp Fiction, and I'm trying to. The next one I want to introduce him to is Boondock Saints.
No, nice.
So, but like I said, I don't. My little one watched. In 2 12-hour drives down to the beach and back, watched 100 episodes of fucking One Piece.
Yeah, interesting.
How long are those episodes?
I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Maybe 22. So
Speaking of, we had a Chewie comment. They had Visions, Star Wars Visions came out, Volume 2 on the trailer. Hold on one second.
yeah. Oh, we lost Dino.
Yeah.
I mean, the other big announcement while he was talking was like that they're doing 3 new movies. Did you see this?
Yes.
3 movies.
Yeah,
One
something
was
like
one was following Ray 10 or so
15,
years
15
past
years
the
after
15?
the events. Yeah.
And then one was going back to the first Jedi, right?
Oh yeah, like I think like 2,000 years in the past or something like that.
So
Yeah.
I know there's Star Wars people can tell me exactly when this is and in the timeline, and I'm sorry I'm not that good at it. And what was the third one? Third one was God damn it.
Z, did you log in today?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to control. Hold on one second. I gotta go.
All right. Fuck. Somebody help me because I suck at this. There was a third one that was they were doing past, present, and future is how they sold it to us. And Rey was future and past was the first Jedi, but I can't remember what the present one was. Shoots me for sucking. Sorry, guys. This Visions thing that Dino was talking about is like animated shorts from Lucas Media with 9 different stories, short stories from 9 different, I don't know if it's 9 different continents, but from around the world and different styles, and some of them look unique and different. So I don't know. I don't know enough about Visions Volume 1. I don't think it's officially like canon stuff. I think it's maybe, Lucas has some rights to let some stuff go. So I don't know. It was very interesting. It's something worth checking out. The art was different. Some of them looked anime. Some looked, traditional media. Some looked very 3D. And there was one that looked VeggieTales to me, if I'm being honest. So I'm not going to play it because, they get in our ass for playing any videos. But check out this Star Wars Visions 2. Sorry, I was not planning on Dino handing over, so I am half-assed on this guy. Somebody in the group said Mandoverse movie. Okay. So the last one was Mandalorian. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I don't think I got a good description of that one. Like I saw it was a Filoni and I saw it was something, but I don't feel like I got a good grasp of what the Mandoverse movie was.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's an
and maybe that was intentional.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Spider-Verse had a new trailer. I think we saw this last week, or did it just come out right after we were on the show? It felt like we talked about it.
It feels like it, but
Yeah, I know. Shazam getting beat up some more. You can already pay $20 and stream it. I got all excited because I thought it was on HBO Max. I misread it, and I had the kids ready on the couch and went to HBO Max and was like, "You bastards!" So it's not getting released for free for another 4 weeks, but seems like an unplanned release to on demand within 3 weeks is not a great sign.
Oof.
I know.
What they charging money for? They charging $25 for it.
$19.99.
Man,
now, for you, it's not a good deal. For me, I take 4 kids to the movie and food. It's $90, and maybe more because they fucking eat. Fucking teenagers, man.
I hear you.
You're like, I'll pay like $250. $250 is my value.
Man, I got a site for that. I'll catch you when it hits the site.
That's right. You're like, me and the cats, we got it. All right. I don't know. I almost paid $20 for it, but I was like, fuck it. I'll wait 4 more weeks. It doesn't sound that good to me.
No.
Sadly, our friend Chris is not here today, but he had sent this he found, and he could not confirm it's true art, but he thought it looked like promo poster that got released today for Furosa.
Dude, that looks like AI art at this point.
Dude, you don't know? Who fucking knows? Could be something off DeviantArt. Who fucking knows? And this has got Helmsworth in it, right? Is the new is in this with it's kind of with the co-star.
Yeah, Anna Taylor-Joy, Chris Helmsworth.
And,
Okay.
I don't know. I'd heard a story. I don't know. I listened to some podcast and they're talking about how he felt like he was so worried he was going to ruin the franchise. Like he was so excited because he's Australian and Mad Max and all that shit. He's like, I'm going to ruin the franchise. And all of a sudden, like one day he's filming and he goes, it clicked for him what the fuck he's supposed to be doing with this character. And like all of a sudden he's like, I got it. I haven't fucked it up. But like for the whole lead up, he's like, I couldn't figure out what I'm fucking doing with this character.
So he's Mad Max.
No, I think this is a spinoff. I don't think he's in it as Mad Max. I think he's in it as some other character, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. That's my impression.
All right.
I don't think he is, because this is a spinoff of Mad Max and Ferosa, and I think it doesn't involve Mad Max.
Well,
otherwise they would have brought him back, right?
Right. Tom Hardy.
So yeah, Tom Hardy would come back. I mean, there's no reason he wouldn't. All right, I'm knowing what I'm hitting here, so God knows. No, this is Dito Spec, and I do not have an answer for what he was shooting on. Do you?
And don't get me started on Doctor Strange and the little nerd back on Earth. No, I have no clue.
I don't know. Somebody talked about it, and I forgot. I don't pay enough attention to the other Earths, but if they're on here, feel free to throw shit at me and tell me that I suck. Helmet off the entire time, rated Mando. Okay. All right. All right. So this seems to be let's shift sort of towards the market report, but this was not me, but this fucking book seems to be the book of the week. This fucking Spider Boy. Somebody selling $200 a pop. Really?
Oh, stop. There ain't no way that's selling for that much.
I mean, it does seem to be hot. I saw Wanted Comics had some sell $40-$50 on Whatnot. I just remember. I think back and like when Gwen came out. I mean, yeah, that book was hot and people were picking it up, but they were flipping it for double cover, maybe triple. Feeling pretty fucking good. Not $45-$50.
Mm-hmm.
And the variant, I mean, I bought the variant for $25, $30, and was like, oh, that's a good deal. And I flipped it for $40. That's a great deal. I don't. It seems inappropriate, and I feel like they've tried to sidekick Spider-Man a few times.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it issue 600? They had with the Alpha, was that one, or 700? Wherever that one was. One of the anniversary issues. Like they've tried to sidekick him a few times. I don't know. If you guys in the chat have some opinions, please feel free to share. I know there's many people out there smarter than us on this one. You know.
Okay, so this guy is selling all four for $200 total.
Dan Slott. Fuck Dan Slott. Sorry.
Yeah, he's the Spider spinoff guy. That's what he's perfect for.
Major pre-FOC pump on this. I mean that's what they all are. I think they just assume that we're idiots and that we will buy anything.
Yeah. I it's like I noticed the hype on this, and like usually I would be out, playing Wednesday Warrior on this, but
it feels like there's a million. Yeah, well, it triple printed of what it normally would be, right?
Yeah, I wasn't with it. I wasn't with it this go around. I was with it for Batman number 89, that punchline bullcrap. I was with it for what else?
I still got the fucking what is the clown killer?
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on that.
Dude, that one's dead.
I was out there for that.
I like how somebody says Weekly Spec has been dead for months. I'm like, has Weekly Spec been alive for since then?
Oh yeah, Tossin. about a year ago.
That was the last big one I remember.
Yeah.
Other than some variants, but I mean that's more just pretty covers and tits and ass and whatever it is. I mean, DC ruins all characters, man. I appreciate it. He had a good look, he had a good idea, but fuck, man, DC just. If I had the Tommy Boy gif of the fucking, I just want to. That's what everything feels like anymore, man.
Mm-hmm.
The cover paper, man, I feel like this about every new book. The cover paper was not going to be an easy to get a 9.8 for all. That's how many books do they say that about? Every
Oh my gosh! That Spider-Verse 6. I had 3 copies that I submitted, and all 3 they were like pre-screened for 9.8s, and all 3 of them got rejected.
I know, but like everybody's like it's a hard 9.8. I'm like everything's a hard 9.8 if you have a shitty shop.
If they the quality of that particular paper was bad, and I mean bad. Like the cut from the printer or something was up, but it was just all awful.
I don't know. I will say this: I was on vacation last week. I didn't even think about going to a shop. I've been to this place, this city a few times near Myrtle, and usually I go digging. I didn't even bother going out and looking for comics. I was like, I will spend the time on the beach, man, or I will take a nap. Fuck it.
Whoa, dang! What's happening here?
I'm like, I don't think there's a lot out there. Yeah, I'm having some beverages tonight, guys. So God knows what's gonna happen. And Boss Man's gone, so it's just me and Carter. So I'm gonna let shit fly.
And I didn't get a nap tonight.
So no nap. Oh shit.
No old man nap. So we'll see how this goes.
If Dino comes back, he's gonna cut us off. You missed the pre-show where the little CEO was here. We just need to order him a red jacket, so we're gonna get that going for him. All right, let's do the market report. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these, I didn't do a lot of digging into numbers and stuff. I picked just some covers that interested me. It just was kind of a slow week. So some weeks it's covers, some weeks it's things. This week it was just things I liked. This is a gorgeous Baker cover and all top. I mean, this one is just, it's a 1.8, but fuck, man, look at the colors on that thing. It is fucking gorgeous. Sorry, I got to take the banner off. I can't show the price because, well, I run in 2 things at once. But my God, look at that thing. If you're going to spend some money on a low grade, that is fucking gorgeous. You got the water, you got the bright colors, you got, the jungle girl, you got an octopus. Fucking take my money, man.
Matt Baker. All right.
I would have I probably would have taken that one just on the fucking. It's probably a mullet. There's probably a shit ton wrong with it. The spine is probably split to all Jesus, but sometimes those are the nicest fucking copies to get.
I mean, it's solid looking from here.
You know what I mean? I'm sure like half the back cover's gone. I don't know. I don't even care. Do you?
I mean,
on something like that, you're buying it for the cover. You're not buying it for the story. You're not buying it for the spec. You are buying it for that cover.
That's true.
I mean, I will throw a little, right, Justin? I will throw some extra money on it because you'd have a hard time finding a 6 that looks like that.
I am back. People are asking where I went. I had a child emergency.
Little Dino was fucking pissed.
Yeah, little meltdowns.
People got babies, man.
Bro.
So. We did the Sergeant Rock the other week. This is I don't know. It gets real messy on Sergeant Rock, but this is the prototype issue. Honestly, I don't see this one very often either. I also like this cover. Considerably cheaper than the 83. War comics are perpetually dead, but perpetually alive because, the military crowd always kind of drifts towards it.
And some of the covers are actually really good.
I do love this fucking deep purple. Like, if you can find one with the dark color still, it's really, really nice. And at, a 4.0 for under $500 buy-in, that's a nice DC key that is fucking tough to find. So, go for it.
It's weird. I see this book every once in a while, and I just go, I'd rather have 83.
But you don't find it cheap. If you found it cheap, you'd buy it.
This one, I can't remember.
It's never been an attractive price. Like, I will just buy it.
Right.
It's not $20 and you're like, okay, whatever, I just buy it. Yeah.
I mean, it's still a significant key. It's just, and this is one that's changed over time. Like, I've hell, even in the 15 years that I've been here, I've seen it kind of worded differently at CGC, and they kind of flip and flop on it a bit. So I know the purists will say one thing, or it probably depends. It's like Hulk, what do you have? But yeah, the cover on this one you cannot deny is nice. It has, the Rock of Easy Company. There's a lot going for it. I only bring this one up because, the movie of the weekend, Mario Brothers at Donkey Kong, 4 sales in 2 days.
Should I list my crappy version?
Yes, you should. If you have it, you should get it up. Okay. And it's probably going to get a little premium this week.
All right.
I did not get a chance. Honestly, if I had a chance to see a movie this weekend, it would have been Air, but I did not get that yet either. I got one kid that's dying to see Air and one that's dying to see Mario, so I'm going to have to take that out this week.
Nice.
So what's the first appearance of Nike in comics?
That's a Topher question.
Good Spec. I don't know.
That's Topher.
I don't know, man. It might be fucking the Spider-Man cover.
Is it did first Michael Jordan move off of comics?
I was in a two things. I was in Myrtle Beach at a mall, and one store was a retro store, and they did have in their case, which I thought was out of nowhere. It's a lot of Funko and T-shirts and bullshit. But in their case, they had the Miles, the original Spider-Verse shoe, in 2 different sizes. Neither was a size that I had or any of my kids. But I'm like, I've never seen that for sale anywhere, like just hanging out in an oddball store.
Was it a 12? You remember?
No, fuck no. It was,
okay.
It's like an 8 and a
9 or something.
9.5 or something.
Yeah.
They said it, but I just had never seen it so out of context. Like, it wasn't like you see it in a shoe store or in other things, but it was like in the collectible side of the field, not the shoe side. It was interesting. I took note.
Yeah, interesting.
The other store I wish I could have went was that fucking outlet mall. An outlet mall of things. There was a vintage store, and I wandered in thinking it was a Funko store and just new stuff. They had just set up. And if you're in fucking South Carolina and you haven't went there, you probably should think about going to the Tangiers.
Mm-hmm. I got a Tangiers by me. Actually.
Well, this was just a lone store that happened to be an outlet because they're not as full as they used to. They had stacks of video game magazines like the Game Informer and all that shit that people are looking at. They had old systems, new systems. They didn't have any like vintage in-box games per se, but they just had piles of the shit that you and I would just fucking geek over. I had about 20 minutes before my wife yelled at me, and I had one kid with me. I'm like, dig through this, tell me what you see.
No.
I did not have time. Like, they had vinyl, they had 8 tracks. They had all the shit that you're like, I could spend 3 hours in this store and be fucking happy.
Nice.
So, I don't know. It was just like, God damn it. A new store. I was like, I should have just told my wife, fuck off, go buy something else. I'm gonna enjoy this, but I did not do it because, well, I value not being in the fucking doghouse the rest of my life.
Yep.
All right, Sean's not here, but a gorgeous werewolf cover. There's about 5 great pre-code or golden age kind of werewolf covers. This is one of them. This is kind of one of the cheaper ones you can get, but it's also got the nice red dress distress there. I just love the 3 bands of red with a little bit of green. It just really is a good artistically looking kind of scene on it. Here is a book that like Hughes fans seem to be coming back. Like, it wasn't that he went away, but it
was low.
He wasn't as popular for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because he kind of is a bit of a dick and isn't particularly PC and whatever it is, but you're starting to see people kind of go back to it.
I mean, $3.85 for that 9/8 Dirty Pure is still good money. Wasn't it like
That's-
$6 at one point? Like something crazy.
That's what people want for raw copies.
The nice or the highest sale I actually have ever seen on this one, I checked GPA because it intrigued me, was back in 2019 of all things. Like usually 2020, 2021's the high point. This was 2019, was 576.
Yeah.
Other than that, there were a few in the low fives, but it generally floats in that high 3, low 4 number.
I think I had a 9/8 of this book. I sold it though.
I think it's interesting of every other book we talk about peaks in late 2020, early 21. There were some sales of this one there, and it wasn't the peak. I just think Hughes.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if he put out some shitty art for a while, or if just people, we were on this cycle back in 09 when we're like, yeah, this is the shit. And,
yeah, overexposure probably.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing tons, right? Like when all these guys are doing 1,000 covers, J. Scott Campbell and all these guys, I don't feel like I saw Hughes every other week. Did you?
No, I think the thing was he was specced out. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like every great Hughes cover, everybody knew about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And he doesn't have a ton of like hard to find ones. He has a lot of regular covers.
Yeah.
But I think people maybe realize some of these are not as easy as they think they are.
Yeah.
Like this is a tough book.
Yeah.
And who the fuck kept it nice? Because it's
Dark Horse. And Dark Horse, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dolphin. I'm hoping we're not specking on Aquaman on this. I do not appear so, but this is just one of those covers, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think people buy it for the cover mostly. There's some people buying it for spec, but just this green tone. It's a great first appearance with a great cover. Honestly, if Hughes did this cover, he'd probably have it boobalicious, but whatever.
Yeah.
Is it considered a classic cover?
It's probably right.
Borderline.
It's on that line. If you said classic Silver Age Good Girl, I think you'd say yes.
I think we need to see a lot more Dolphin in the regular continuity.
I think she pops in and out a little bit, but it's like one of those characters that isn't...
Like, do something with her. Come on. Let's get this book up.
They don't also know what they're doing with, Aquaman, Aqualad, fucking, there's so many versions. I don't know. They just can't figure that shit out.
If you use her, just don't make her black.
I don't even have anything to say there. They did that with Aqualad. I actually like him because that was well done in Young Justice.
Look at this.
This is a much better character.
War comics are gonna go up. New movie, SISU BB66. Thanks for $2, man. I appreciate it.
SISU.
What is SISU? Hold on one second.
Well, please educate us.
The movie.
I don't think war comics ever go down because they're like a lot of people that do comics are ex-military.
Oh, it's 2023. Yeah, during the last days of World War II, a solitary prospector crosses path with Nazis on scorched earth retreat.
Oh, I did see that promo. Oh, that thing looks brutal.
Yeah.
It's from the John Wick team.
Yeah, it's a Red Band trailer, man. Check it out.
Mm. Yeah, that was good.
I'd play it on here, but I get kicked off of YouTube.
No, yeah, you go check it out. It's worth seeing. Somebody showed it to me, and I fucking forgot what it was. I'm only showing this one because this is a big time dealer, Blizzard Comics.
Blizzard.
I should have kept it. The guys in the chat were saying this one got bought out of Europe a month ago. Took some time to ship. He relisted the exact same copy, trying to flip it. Let's say it went for 35% more U.S. soil, so he made a few bucks. But it is interesting to me that some of the bigger dealers are starting to pay attention. This is not, and this is a weird book. This, like we always say, reprints, not reprints. FF1 had a Pence copy, so in my head, that's the first UK print. This is technically a reprint in the UK, but these Allen class books are kind of their own little niche of collecting. They have slight variations of the cover. They're a weird little a weird little thing. They're probably the UK version of the Golden Record reprint in my mind.
What year is this?
I don't know. Six is let's say 2 to 3 years after.
Okay.
So
63 probably.
Yeah, they're close. There's a Doom. They've got a lot of the big run ones. So it is a reprint, but it's kind of like that. It's not like a modern reprint. It's an early reprint. Golden Records is the closest thing I can compare it to.
So what do you like better, this or say that UK reprint of Hulk 181?
I think I need more information on that one.
Oh, hold on.
I'd probably go with the Silver Age one, honestly. The UK reprint of 181.
Oh, Mighty World of Marvel 198.
Oh, I don't love that one that much.
Yeah,
Okay.
just so hold on a second. Let me go back. I'm gonna click off for a second.
I've shown it before, but
Yeah,
I don't like that one that much.
Yeah.
But if you're a completionist, it's a good book to kind of have.
For some reason, I thought it went for more, but
It's ebbed and flowed. The whole
and they got the FF5 too. I clicked on that one too.
Mighty World, Creepy Worlds, yeah, Creepy. It does well.
Yeah, she got one's $10,000 for his, or it's 7-0 though. So yes.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
that,
it's not.
I'd rather get like let me get the original at a lower grade.
Yes, I think when you're playing in the low grades and you can get it in the hundreds, all right, that's an interesting buy. Again, it's like the Golden Records. I'm never going to spend $5,000 on it, but I'll spend $500 on a copy. I think it's a nice value collector's point.
Nice.
And I will say, this run has its own like fans and collectors, and there's some diehard UK people that like they have these, but it's a niche. This is a book. Fuck, man. Strong sale for a 9.4.
Ed McGuinness books either really good or they're worth nothing or they're worth a lot.
Well, this is a real.
Yeah.
Fuck.
1 in 200 of Hulk 16 back in 2009 that probably nobody was buying.
Yes, it's not a easy one to find.
It's weird. Okay, about this,
but this is an homage to a Hulk 1 book, right?
Yeah.
So there's a Red Hulk 1 that's a limited edition that is a very similar cover. Right?
Yeah. I think. I forget.
God damn it.
But what's interesting about this whole thing, his run, McGuinness's run, he would do the regular cover, then he'd do the variant, then he'd do the other, he'd do the incentive variant, then he'd do the other incentive variant, and then he'd do the other incentive variant. He just did all the covers for pretty much every issue. And there's, so that's what, Hulk 16, and there's a Hulk 14 with
Isn't Hulk 16 also the one that had the great Hulk hand crushing Deadpool's head? It was a white background with just a Hulk hand around Deadpool's head.
I think that might be the another Hulk run, or it might even be like a Deadpool. The one that I'm talking about. Yeah, the one I'm thinking about is Hulk in a car mirror, the reflection of Hulk in a car mirror, and then you have Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
Looking back.
Our fans are like, God, you guys suck.
I know, right? He's like, what are y'all doing?
Our Hulk spec is this one. It's this one here.
No, Brian's Comic Garage did show me the trailer. Thank you, man.
There we go. Look at that. This one.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. So
yeah, it's not the one I was thinking of, but yes.
No, I know it's the one. I know it's the one you're talking about.
But Brian, I actually never connected that was you as the other Brian. So glad I've connected the name.
We're gonna see. Hold on a second. I think I can find it. I know it's
Hulk 16 or 13.
Yeah, it's 16 or 13. You think?
Yeah, it's Red Hulk crushing a Deadpool head.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. We'll find it later.
All right. Susu trailer. All right. This is one that fucking surprised me. I can't say I've actually run across the Amber Chrome edition. Have you seen this one?
Bro, I didn't even know this thing existed.
Right? I mean, you dig through fucking boxes like it's your fucking job. I've never come across this bitch. Pretty solid sale at $7.62. I did look this up. There were 18 total 9.8. 7 of them are SS. The range for this is about 400 to. It did sell for 900 in 2021, but there've only been about 10 sales of this book.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there, like between 100 and 400. But I mean, like the top one's a 9.4 for like 350. But yeah, I mean,
I've seen the Topps regular cover a million times, right? Like
Correct.
it's in every fucking box somewhere. I didn't know they had the Amber Chrome, let's call it chromium, whatever cover. I didn't know it existed.
Oh, so on the back cover of these, they're actually printed. I'll show you. Look at this. Look at me being.
Look at you being a sleuth.
Yeah, that's what I do. So there are only 7,500 on the back. They're manufactured for
7,500. Well,
yeah. So there's 16. This is 690 on this, but they're manufactured with numbers on the back. So
honestly, back in that timeline, 7,500 is not a super high print run.
yeah. So this one's I don't even know who signed this one. George Perez. Yeah, signed by Perez.
It's not. No, it's Simon Perez, not George Perez.
No, it's George Perez, man. See, George Perez. See, George Perez. Script.
Huh. Man, when I was looking at the books, it said SS. There were Simon Perez.
No.
So. It's the fake out George Perez.
Well, it's Simonson. It could have been Simonson and Perez because Simonson did.
Maybe I misread it.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. Sorry, I told you guys this. So I was sidetracked as I was looking through the GPA.
Yeah.
There is a fucking Odd Duck book that some basshole has that is awesome. Is the 9.8 newsstand regular Jurassic Park SS Goldblum.
Signed by Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. Newsstand 9.8 Jurassic Park tops.
Is it on eBay?
No, it was just a sale in 2019.
How much?
Some fan fucking bought a book he loves and fucking probably lives in Portland because that's weird, but it's great. All right, I'm gonna speed through this because I'm meandering. Sean, I wanted to show you this one, a fucking 9.9 Masters one for under
that seems
$300.
cheap. Yeah, that seems cheap to me.
Man, I think a 9.8 is gonna run you about $150, right?
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn 9.9. I mean, it's a CBCS 9.9, so that's like really like a 9.8.5.
That's a 10. That's a CDC 10 right there, man.
Well, yeah, but like price wise, they don't get the same pop as a CGC 9.9.
Yeah, I know.
I'll call it a 9.85 because nobody pays as much for a 9.9 CBCS as they do a CGC 9.9.
Is this the second volume of Masters of the Universe? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I still don't think it's a bad price.
Yeah, especially for a 9.9.
Yeah, I still think this in 9.8's a tad over $100. So I wouldn't feel bad paying that price for that. If I were a Masters big fan, that's a big win in my book. This is I had no idea it fucking existed book. So 1942 print magazine. It has discussions about the Gaines comic article. It's got some EC giveaway comics in it. I didn't know this existed. I showed some other EC kind of fans and Peter Code horror collectors and like, fuck, that was one we didn't know about. I'm not saying nobody knew about it because obviously a handful of people did and bid on it for $400, but
yeah.
Hey, what's inside of that?
I tried to look. I saw some stories printed. I did not see any like see the giveaway stuff in it. I would have showed it to you. But it kind of like some stories. It had some images or like some pages of EC books in it. So I don't even know where you'd find it.
Yeah, right.
But it's pretty fucking cool in my book.
Okay. So you said it's a magazine.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So I didn't know this magazine existed. I didn't know there was a magazine called Print first.
Yeah, it's
Well, did I know
right
there
to
was a
the point.
magazine called Print that EC fans collect that has some comics reprinted in it. The whole thing was just my, what the fuck of the week. Let's go with that.
Yeah, if you Google Print magazine, you ain't finding nothing. You're finding absolute zilch.
Well, try eBay search.
You're finding everything else. You're finding everything else but.
Yeah, I'm trying to find one.
It's like calling a comic.
Yeah.
I would like comic issue 6.
You know, and there's magazine like I'm helping Rick with his things. There's magazine like databases.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if you're gonna find it.
But put Print magazine in eBay. See how that goes for you.
Yeah. They go great for me.
Yeah, I don't know. This was one that I was like, fuck. You can look at the listing. I was gonna put other images, but nothing like wowed me. But if you're an EC fan, here's one to add to your list. I only put this in here because I don't think I've ever seen a coverless showcase 4Go. It's a pretty good splash page.
I saw this one.
I mean,
I'm a Flash one kind of guy, a Flash annual one or whatever quarterly.
No, but think about it. Like a lot of splash pages suck. The 3 best ones are probably AF-15 and Hulk 1 because they have pretty good interior images.
Mm-hmm.
So thought that was interesting. And God damn, this thing's not coming back to Earth. I kind of thought everything DC's dying. This one is not. Chart cover. This one's one of the more violent shark covers I've come across. This is a Tarzan-like character, pretty much stabbing a shark with some blood. I do have a copy of this one. It is not a cheap shark cover, but a bargain shark cover, because if you go Golden Age, Silver Age, you're pretty much, a lot of them run in the thousands and high hundreds. This is when you can actually get a nice copy in the couple hundreds. So if you're a shark lover guy, this is one that most people don't talk about. This fucking hurt. Don't see many of these sell, but it was $1,000 book. And then in 2020, 2021, there were several that sold in the 2K range, and now it's dropped back to $1,000. So, blah. Not going to be selling mine anytime soon. And just a fun one for everybody. This is Charlton True Life Secrets, number 22.
I'm sorry, that's a terrific price for a 6.0.
I seen it. No, I seen it on My Comic. I think this guy bought it off My Comic Shop because I've been looking at his book forever, and I think he got it for $2.75 or $3.25. Not saying it's not a good price now, but $2.75, $3.25 back in the day.
Wow!
Like, and it wasn't that far ago.
So was that was a auction or you buy it now?
Buy it.
Oh, it's auction.
Oh, that's an auction. Yeah, the My Comic Shop is a buy it now.
Wow. Okay.
There was a point. One of the first Baltimore I went to, I tried to buy one of these. There was a 9.4 up, and I almost bought it, but I pushed out. So
I think for me, it's a hard book to sell, man. You got to have.
You think it's cool, but it's also like a very limited audience.
Yeah, it's niche, man. It's very niche.
Yes. So, all right. I will tag out of the market report, and Dino, you are back in control.
Yeah, I got you. I'm looking. So I found some things.
God damn it! What was that?
I got you.
I got it.
So just I found some things.
Oh, look at that.
This will way back. There's no
Was
other
this a
photos.
Heritage?
Yeah, Heritage had one back in the day on
What'd that sell
2008.
for? Can't see it. It's fucking tiny.
No, I had to sign in too because you can see it. $203.
Oh, okay.
So
When was that?
2008.
Oh, so really, appreciation wise, not that crazy.
So let's compound that.
Yeah, it's not great, but I think it's also one that nobody fucking thinks about.
Yeah. This is I didn't have the giveaways in here, but they just showed a couple pictures of it.
I tried to look at the eBay one. I didn't see anything look like the giveaway, so I don't know.
I tried. This would look like the PDF right here, but it won't show up. Like it's gone.
Yeah,
the link's broken. But yeah, I mean,
it's an interesting. Like, if you're a EC fucking like guy, that's an interesting book to add.
Yeah, so
it's kind of like having a copy of Seduction Innocent. You should have one if you're an EC guy, but it's not a comic.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's EC? Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, what's EC? Thanks, AOA. You man, dude. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll find one eventually to put dollar bin. No,
Right. Good luck.
I found a 999 that's actually pretty cool. And it's only it's on an auction right now. It's only $21 right now, so we'll see.
All right, maybe pickups next week.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I have no pickups. I know that. I sold some stuff. So I'm trying to prepare Carter for Motor City. So we'll see.
Oh, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying.
I'll tell you what. When they made that Ray movie announcement, I got rid of my Force Awakens books.
Mm-hmm.
I shipped them out like a badass white kid to military school.
Nice. Sick.
Mm-hmm.
You got pickups, man? You do anything?
Not really,
Okay.
but I got to try to find something.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah, do it up.
All right. Fuck. So this is non-comic, but
Oh boy,
win this bad boy on
I hate you.
A
Fucking
certain
hate you.
Raz page. So
Yep.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
I thought this was a little fucking set, and then when it showed up, my kids and I opened this up like, holy shit, this is a monster.
Did you build it?
I haven't yet. They all kind of looked at me like, you're not going to keep that in the box, right? And I go, no. They're like, okay, we would like to participate. Okay, I'm like, but we have to pick a day where this is like a project, not just a distraction.
It's not a puzzle that's on the table for 6 months.
No, this is we are going to build this fucking bitch, and we're going to appreciate it.
Hell or high water.
Yeah, and also it's like, it's not a like, let's just talk about building it. No, this is we're all going to fucking teamwork this damn thing. So that is actually the less cool thing of my week. I had a chance to, a member of the foreign comic community had to sell some books for something, and thankfully I was on the list of people to hit up, and he was selling some Batman 251s that do not come up very often, the famous Neil Adams Joker cover. This is the Navarro, which is probably the second or third hardest of this set to get. Mexico is notoriously tough. Very few nice copies. This is probably a 4. But I have one now, and they just don't pop up, man. Like, this was a cover. Yeah, Mexico. People, you know, this is a cover that's always been cool. Guys in the foreign comic community have been trying for a long time. I do not know why this one is tougher than most. I'm not going to say it's ungodly rare, but it is just a tougher cover to find.
What's the other tough ones?
Well, I'm going to show you one. The other, let's say number 2 on the list is, or if this is 2, the other's 3, or if the other's 3, this 2 is the Australian. The number 1 is this bitch. Lebanese. Fucking Lebanon. First print. There are multiple printings of this book, much like the 227. I believe 3. He included an edition of a reprint. I got to do some work and figure out if it's the second print from the 90s or the third print from the 2010s. I just have to compare it. I have a third print. I think this might be another third print because on my 227, the little circle there is a little oblong is the kind of giveaway, but I haven't looked at them side by side, so I can't confirmed yet. But this is an original.
So the spine is on the other side?
Yes, these are all backwards. Spine is backwards on it.
Are they always like that for that?
Yes,
region?
all of them for that country. Even the reprints are back on the other way. That's just the way they read. Left, right. We read right to left. They read right to left. We read left, right. This book, I talk about several books as being rare. I mean, the Gwen Stacy marriage book is hard to find and hard to get out of Mexico. This book is fucking rare. It's a war-torn fucking country that, was printing comics that you can't. There's not a lot of tourism. There isn't a lot of soldiers that brought them back. Like the Philippines, we talk about the Philippines 300 being tough, but some of those pop up in soldiers that were stationed there. This is just a fucking book that I don't know of 10 copies, and I'm not sure I know of 5.
If it survived, it was because somebody smuggled it out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like
I could definitive. I know the last 4 owners of this book. Let's just say that, because that's how little it changes hands, and it's one of a couple copies that have been seen.
Yeah.
Do you know the story on how it got out?
That I don't know. I could look, but I might know. But it is tough. And I have a 227, and I have this one. To me, this is in the top toughest books. It's up there with. Star Wars has a Philippines. It's tough, and Star Wars has a South African one that's tough. These are the creme de la creme of tough fucking books and rare. Because they don't have an eBay. They don't have all these things that are easy for the rest of the world. So there is, if you look at the census, I can't remember if it's this one or the 227. I think it's this one that CGC misgraded one of the later printings as a nice graded copy, but.
Look for it.
I off the top of my head know of 3 guys, including me, that own this. I don't think any of them are graded currently, and they're not as nice as what everyone got graded falsely.
Navarro version?
No, it's Lebanese. I don't know what the hell they call it. Navarro is the one I just showed, though. That was the other one.
Ihapa, maybe? No, it's Germany. I found it. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go through these. Danish. There's only 6 of them, so I can go through it pretty quickly. French. Swedish. Illustrated Public. Oh, yeah. Illustrated. Okay. So there was a 9-2 signature series.
Yeah, that is a falsely graded late print.
Yeah, and then there's a restored 7.0. There's only 2 graded on the whole census. So
I'd buy the restored 7.0 maybe. I don't know. I don't know that copy. I've not seen it posted amongst the group, nor have I seen it for sale. I've seen the 9.2 image, and you can tell just by the, as I said, the circle is.
So is that
long.
People are saying it's small? Is it smaller than the regular size comic?
It's a little bit, yes. Not small, just different dimensions. Let's go with that.
Okay, good. Yeah. Not Ashcan style, but it's just...
No. This is a Mylar. This is a Silver Age Mylar. It's just
it's so we use 11x17, but Europe uses A4. It's
yes. The Turkish comics are all printed a slightly different size, and we asked the guy about it, and he goes, "That's just our standard in Europe."
Yeah, it's probably metric A3 over Imperial 11, or whatever, 8.5 by 11s.
It's not a tiny comic. It's just not our standard size. So
cool.
Carter, did you find what you're looking for?
I forgot. Catch me next week.
I got you, bro. What else is going on? One of my coworkers who knows I'm into comics, she works at a library actually in Chicago, of all places. They have a little Comic-Con there. And I was like, well, it's this weekend. It's way too late to go. But it was only 5 to 10 vendors. I said, take pictures. So I might have pictures just for next week. I'm not going to drive. Outside of outside of Chicago, west side of Chicago, out of the city.
All right. Nice.
How far is Chicago from you?
For me, I mean 6 hours. If I really, I mean, I can do it in like 4.5, 5 if I crush it. It's 4. It says 4.5. I can do it in like. I could do it probably in 4 if I'm hammering it. You know what I'm saying? But
if you're breaking laws,
correct.
And you drive either midday or midnight.
Yeah, I've done it. I've been to Chicago twice. I went to Chicago a bunch of times. I've done it both ways. I've done it like in the morning, and I've done it at night. I like driving in the night, obviously better, but I mean,
you got to miss all the traffic.
Yeah, pretty much. So I've done nights and I've done mornings, but
so
yeah,
are we talking outskirts of Chicago or like in the heart of the city?
No, outskirts. So they hold on one second. So she's in. I don't want to like dox her, but like Rosemont, Lombard, Schaumburg,
Rosemont,
you know,
right.
like West side.
Gotcha.
So
the nice areas.
Yeah, you know,
okay.
Places where we can't go. You know what I'm saying?
They do not require the bulletproof vest there.
Yes, correct. But for me, she said it was only like 5 or 10 vendors, and I'm like, it's not worth that drive for 5 or 10 vendors. You know, I mean,
right.
You can
so show her a live stream. You'll give her some finder's fees.
Yeah, right. I told her just take a picture of every wall you can find. Who else was telling me? Oh, there's a comic shop down the street. Who was telling me? Who did I bump into? I bumped into somebody and one of my wife's friends. Oh yeah, one of my wife's friends at work. She lives in that little town. She's like, oh, there's a comic book store. I go, well, when you go in there, just take a picture of the back wall. I don't care about everything else. Just take a picture of the back wall. So
give me the good stuff.
Yeah, and she'll just send me like a blank black wall. Like I don't know why you wanted a picture of a blank wall. Like, because I just not it.
Oh, shit.
I didn't really tell her about like pictures like comic books. I assume that's whatever.
She's like, I don't know why you wanted a picture of the wall. There was all these great books there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I guess I need to get better at my description. What else? I don't know. I didn't do much. I didn't even go. I went downtown this week and I didn't do anything. I went to the Tigers game opening day, but I didn't do. I didn't go comic shopping or anything. It was just too crazy down there for that. So but that's all I got. Me and Carter and Mike are going to talk about wrestling soon. We're going to do it eventually.
That's what you keep promoting, but nobody's doing it.
I know. I got to make a name for it. I got to make a logo for it, but we can do it. I think. I feel the power. Okay, that's all we got. We'll see everybody next week. Are you going to do a VHS tape soon? You guys going to talk to everybody about it?
I'll tell you what. We'll wrangle some people together.
Okay.
We'll make something happen.
Okay, cool.
Dig Nico out of his fucking hole.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys, we're going to head it out, and then we're going to bounce